Hi, good afternoon. I'm so happy it's Thursday, in case you've forgotten the days of the week like I have. You're here Thursday, noontime, slow flow. I'm so happy you are practicing today. I wanted to take a moment to read something from Journey to the Heart by Melody Beattie. It's a book that a lot of us teachers received at the end of one of our modules of teacher training, and it's dated, and it's got a little passage every date that you can read in the morning, or sometimes I just like to open it up and see what comes up. But I thought I'd start today's class with today's passage, and it is titled, "Make Each Moment Count." "A picture isn't taken in a moment," stated the brochure for the Cottonwood, Colorado hotel. "It's taken of a moment." It took me a long time to learn that important truth. I spent years trying to get my life together and keep it together as though it were a solid chunk that could be arranged in a certain place, then made to stay there. It took me a long time to learn about moments. In many ways, our lives are like a movie reel, made up of individual frames and single moments, each one leading into the next. It is a waste of energy to try and hold on to the moments of the past. By the time we begin reaching for them, they're gone. It is just as poor timing to try to jump into moments that have not yet arrived, the future. Stay in the present moment, the frame you're in now. That's the only moment where happiness, joy, and love can be found. And remember to make each moment count. Thought that was a nice one to bring some intention into our practice today of hoping and wanting each moment of practice to be equally as important. So we're not looking to get to a destination. We're letting each moment stand on its own and be vibrant and joyful without trying to jump ahead or linger in the past. So let's practice that today while we move. Let's start in child's pose. And as you come to your mat, as you settle here, give yourself this moment to mentally step into your practice. For me, it helps to bring my attention to the quality of my breath, even the velocity of the air coming in my nose and releasing from my nose. Start to feel your side body receive your breath. And maybe this morning we've had a lot of shallow breaths. I know I have. Let this be a turning point in your day to perhaps bring a little bit more depth. More care and more attention into your breathing. And for these final few breaths in child's pose, tend to your fingers at the top of your mat. So press each fingertip, each pad of your finger down and lift the palms. and the knuckles away from the mat. And as you press your fingertips down, stretch your hips back, bringing some length into the side body. You'll probably feel it through your arms, triceps, your armpits. And then relax the arms. Inhale up to tabletop. Let's take cow pose. Lift your chest. And cat pose. Draw your belly up. Cow, inhale. Cat, exhale. I'm going to hold this cat just for 2 or 3 breaths. Spreading your shoulder blades away from your spine. Tucking your chin in, pulling your tailbone under. Feeling that stretch in the upper back. Take one more inhale. And exhale. Now drop the belly again. We'll take the same, a couple breaths in cow. Lifting the tailbone, almost like you're trying to let the crown of your head meet your tailbone. It's not going to happen, but you can feel that energetic sensation of trying to make this extension of your spine. One more breath. And come back to tabletop. Nice and neutral. And take our right leg right back behind us. Flex the toes. You're going to look and see that the toes are pointed down towards the floor and that the heel is pretty much in line with the hip. You're going to take an inhale and lift your chest just like you were in cow. And then exhale, take your knee to your nose and hover the left shin away from the mat. So you're pressing down in the top of the left foot and pulling your knee to your nose to lift the shin. And then stretch it back, chest up. And then exhale, knee to nose, draw the belly in, lift the left shin. And then reach back and knee to nose. Extend, tuck, hover that shin. Extend, tuck. One more extension, y'all. Look up. Tabletop. Sway your hips side to side just to loosen through the spine. And then we'll come back to table. Press your palms down. And then extend the left leg out behind you. And take an inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, curl the knee under, lift the right shin this time. And then reach out. Curl in. Extend, lift the chest. And then contract, pull, 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 pull. Extend, contract. 3 more, we got this. One more extension, y'all. Big breath in. Tabletop exhale. Take the right arm up, open towards the side. And then take the right hand underneath the left, threading the needle, keeping the hips high. And then reach the right arm back up, breathe in. Tabletop. Left arm. And thread it through, left ear comes to the mat. And sweep the arm up. And back down. Inhale, lift your chest, pull it forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. And that's right away. If you want to take a couple of pedals with your feet, that's
Awesome, good. Pay attention to that instinct, and then notice when it's fidgeting and when it's intentional shifts in the body. There's a little bit of a difference. And as best we can, we want to attempt to not fidget and not move more than we need to, but we also do want to move if we need to and make those shifts as our body starts to warm up. So reach your palms down into the mat, reach your heels back. It's okay if they don't meet the mat, but you want to have that sensation of reaching, and then tailbone to the sky. Nice strong down dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Take your right leg up, inhale. Bend the knee open. Now think about lifting the knee on the inhale, extending through that inner right thigh. You'll probably feel the stretch in the inner left thigh. And then tucking the heel towards your hips on the exhale. So inhale, stretch. Exhale, squeeze. 3 more. One more extension. And then step all the way to the top of your mat. Low lunge. Lift your chest, create some space, just like we did in cow. And step to the top of your mat. Exhale, fold. Halfway. And fold. Big sweep up to standing. Reach your fingertips up. Hands to heart center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Reach both hands back up into the air. Let your gaze lift. And forward fold. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Step the right leg back, low lunge. So opposite leg goes back. Left arm up, twist open. And then sweep it back down. Exhale. High plank, breathe in. Low plank, breathe out. Upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. And anytime during this practice that you want to skip the chaturanga and either go to your belly or go right to down dog, do that. Take the left leg up and then bend the knee, open the hip. And do the same one this time. Reach the knee up on the inhale, stretch through the groin, and then exhale, tuck the heel a little closer. Even if it doesn't move, just feel that extra bit of sensation in the hamstrings. Inhale and exhale. Two more breaths in. One more, reach the knee up. Bring it all the way forward. Step with control. Lift your chest like cow. Inhale. Top of the mat, step forward, fold. Halfway lift, engage through the muscles in your back. Fold forward. Reach up. Dive down. Extend half lift. Take your left leg back, low lunge. Right arm up, inhale, twist. Sweep the arm down, exhale. High plank, right leg goes back. Low plank. Upward facing. Downward facing. Right leg up. Bend and stack. A breath to lift the knee. Low lunge. Chest up in, breath. Forward fold. Halfway. And then rest, release. All the way, big lift. Hands through heart. Reach up and go back, maybe just a tiny back bend here. Forward fold. Half lift. Right leg goes back, low lunge. Left arm up. And sweep it back down. High plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Left leg rises. Bend and open, open. Take the breath in. Low lunge. Chest lifts. Fold. Halfway, create some space. Fold, tuck in. All the way up, breathe. Let's bring hands to heart center. Stretch up and back. Forward fold. Chest reaches forward. And step the left leg back, low lunge. Right arm up. Right arm down. High plank. Lower to your belly. Let's take locust pose, palms turned down. Lift your chest and your thighs. And maybe today you turn your palms up and just see what that feels like with your thumbs towards your body. And then turn them down. And you might notice there's a little bit of extra openness, extra space in the shoulders when the palms are down. We do a lot of forward hunching with our shoulders anyway, so sometimes it's nice just to allow for that extra openness through the shoulders and collarbones. Take a breath in. Lower on down, exhale. Come to cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Rise up onto your toes, lift the heels way up. Bend your knees, look between your hands, and then step or jump forward, halfway. Chair pose. And just for fun today, see if you can touch your mat from your chair pose. I bet you can. And then attempt to keep the hips just as low as you reach your chest up and reach your arms up. Three more breaths. One more. Exhale. Stand up, mountain pose. Place palms together. Take a breath in. You're gonna lean to the right and push your hips left. Try to keep your palms together without interlacing your fingers. Turn your gaze up. Another breath in. Reach. Back up through center. And other side. One more. Exhale. Come back through center. Exhale, maybe spill back, a little back bend. Take a breath in. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga against upper hop back. Up dog. Squeeze the back muscles. Downward facing dog. Inhale, remember to reach that tailbone up. Exhale. Take your right leg up. Step forward, same low lunge, right leg forward. This time we're gonna come light into our hands. So if you're wearing your palms, come up to your fingertips. And then hover the fingertips. Get a little bit lighter. And sweep your arms up, crescent lunge. Take a breath in. Let's take an open twist to your right. Inhale and exhale. as we twist, we want to try to not let that left hip twist with us. Keep drawing the left hip back as your ribs rotate away. Your right ribs pull back towards your right hand. The left ribs pull forward. Breath in. Exhale. Reverse the twist. Left arm reaches up. Warrior two. Reverse. High plank. Inhale. Lower to your belly. Take it slow though. Kind of resist as you lower. Locust pose. And mat. Upward facing dog. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Deep breath. And out. Left leg comes up. Step to low lunge. We'll get our feet set and sturdy first. And then start to pull a little bit more work into your core. Squeeze your legs together. Come light into your fingertips. And then reach out, crescent lunge. Press the shin forward. Go ahead and start squeezing that right glute. Keeping that hip stable and that leg nice and strong. Inhale. Twist open, left side. This time left ribs are wrapping back. Reverse the twist. Warrior two, nice and easy. Reverse your warrior. High plank. Breathe in. Belly resist. Locust. Belly. Up dog. Tuck toes. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Right leg up. Low lunge. Plant the feet. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, open your twist. Reverse. Warrior two. Reach back. High plank. Breathe in. Belly. Locust. And down. Up dog. Downward facing dog, right to down dog. Left leg. Step it through. Sweep up. Open. Reach those palms apart. And reverse. Left hand comes down as the right arm reaches up. Warrior two. Reverse. High plank. Careful not to rush. Inhale. Lower to your belly. Squeeze as you lower. Locust pose. And down. Up dog. Down dog. Take a breath in. Breath out. Do one more. Lift your heels, even tiptoeing a little bit closer. If you've been working on your hop to the front of the mat, sometimes I feel like I'm a little too far away to make that big of a jump. So I'll lift my heels and maybe take an inch or two step closer. Bend your knees, look where you're going. Pull your belly in. Let's take a breath in here together. Exhale, step or hop. Half lift. Fold. Just notice your fingers, notice them on the ground. Take a half lift.
And then chair, try to keep your fingers within reach of the floor. Lift your chest. In breath. Bring hands to heart center. Take another inhale, lift the chest open through the chest. Twist to your right. Stay exactly as you are in your chair twist or take side crow. Split your arms apart if you want. Take 3 more breaths. Last one. Forward fold. Lift the hips as you drop your chest. Halfway lift. Chair pose. Drop hips. Inhale. Hands to heart. Another breath here, y'all. Keep low. Twist to the left. And then same, if you want to go into side crow, go for it. I'm not today because I've got some bruises on the outside of my thighs. I'm doing it the other day. I'm gonna give them a break. Three more. Last one, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift up. Fold forward. Come all the way up, inhale. Palms press together. Keep them pressed together as you reach. And then bend over to the right, push your hips left. And then come center, and over to the left, push your hips right. Center, maybe back just a little, and forward fold. Side bends are such a nice complement to twisting. And keeping our spine nice and flexible and lubricated. Take a half lift so you feel that extra space. High plank. Deep breath in. Low plank. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Breath in and out. Right leg up. Bend the knee and open the hip. Take a breath in. And then stay right here, flip your dog. Take it nice and slow. And if you're in the hip opener and you're wanting to stay and work on that, keep extending the knee up as you squeeze the heel towards the hip. And if you're flipping your dog, try not to sink into that grounded hand as much as it might be tempting. Keep lifting away from it. Try to get lighter there. Lift up through the ribs, through the hips. Take a breath. Exhale. One more big reach. Down dog split. Carry the leg back over. Right leg up. Bring our knee to our nose. Reach back. Knee to left elbow. I'm going to hold it right here. Inhale. Falling star. Exhale. And if your falling star usually has your right foot a little bit closer to your left and you'd like to split that open a little bit, you can do that. The closer your right toes reach your right fingertips, the bigger the stretch on the groin. Take an inhale. Exhale, we got this, y'all. Keep breathing. Down dog split. Plant the left hand first, then reach the right leg back. Crescent lunge. Rise up. Open twist to the right. Reverse here. Bring the left palm down, stay in the twist, left palm down, right arm goes up. This is revolve side angle. And take another breath in. Sweep the right arm down to the inside of the right foot. Spin the back heel down to the mat. Left arm up, side angle. If coming at this a little bit lower than you may be used to, feels like you need some extra support, grab some support. If you have a block or a book or a water bottle, you can take that support behind your foot too. And we'll sweep the arm forward, reaching the fingertips towards the front of the room, wherever you are. Extend your side angle. And take a breath in and reach the fingers. We're going to exhale, sweep the left arm down and use your hands to crawl towards Skandasana to the back. So we're going to use our hands to support ourselves. Bending deeply in the left knee. And we'll crawl back to the front, Skandasana to the right. And walk back to the left, back to the right. And then wide leg forward fold, drop your chest. Take your right hand and grab the outside of your left calf or your left ankle, depending on what you can reach. And we'll reach your left arm upward and twist open. And just check in with your fingers, make sure you can see them. You don't want to reach too far back. Let your gaze fall to your thumb. Another breath in. And sweep the arm down. Let the left hand find the right ankle. And reach the right arm up, twist. Breath. Exhale. Just one more. And sweep the arm down, wide leg forward fold. We're going to take a half lift right here. Breathe out, bring your hands to your hips. And inhale, stand all the way up. And take warrior two back to the front of the room. Reach back. Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Take a breath in, let it go. Left leg up, bend and stack the hip. Breathe in, and then flip your dog or choose to stay. And we'll just experiment on this side as well with feeling different parts of our bodies, feeling our front body open, our back body squeezing to lift. Take another breath. Breathe out. Push down and even into your fingertips, into the grounded hand. Let your forearms work a little bit. Two more. One more. Down dog split. Carry the leg up. Breath in. Knee to nose. Reach back to your right elbow. Stay here, inhale. Falling star. Exhale, right arm comes up. And just fall back.
Rotating your heart up towards the ceiling, or the sky if you're outside. Deep inhale. Open exhale. Breath in. One more. Down dog split. Left leg up. Crescent lunge. Sweep up, inhale. Open twist to the left. I'm sweating. And reach the arm back, reverse your twist. And we'll come to that revolve side angle. Keep squeezing that right glute, squeezing that right thigh, keep the hip lifted. Breathe and stretch. Sweep the left arm down. As you turn the right heel down to the mat, your right arm comes up. Side angle. Extend your side angle. Another big reach, y'all. And then sweep the arm down. It comes through the middle, Skandasana, into the right leg. And then walk back to the front. Into the right. Into the front. To the right. To the front. One more time. And wide leg forward fold. Take a half lift, inhale. Exhale, bring hands to hips. Reach all the way up. Warrior two to the front. Reverse. High plank. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Take forearm plank. Breathe in. And exhale. High plank. Forearm plank. High. Forearms. High plank. Forearm plank. Lift up. Forearms. Stay here. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath. Empty. You got this for 3 more. One more. Sphinx pose. Drop your hips. Towel off if you need to. And then press down. Let's take our palms and really get a good grip on our mats or on the floor. Press down through your palms. Tug the earth towards you as you press down through the tops of your feet as well. Lift your chest. And then we're going to take our arms up to cactus. So you'll make these goal posts with your arms, your elbows in line with your shoulders, your wrists are in line with your elbows. And then we're gonna lift up, locust pose, keep your palms wide. And then squeeze your shoulder blades in towards your spine, and that will lift your elbows. Take another breath. Exhale. 3 more, y'all.
One more big lift. Lower down. And then keeping your arms in that same cactus shape, or you can take them out wide like a T. You're just gonna roll onto your right side for a shoulder stretch. You wanna make sure that the alignment is still set up where your elbow is in line with your shoulder. And as you roll onto your right hip, you can lift the top leg and take it behind the right knee as a little kickstand. And then you're in control of the intensity here, so if you want to push back and increase the stretch, you certainly can. Roll through the center. And come to the other side. And as you can see, my hips are stacked. I'm using the leverage of pushing my top arm into the mat, pulling my hip back to increase the intensity of the stretch, or I'm softening a bit and lessening the intensity. Whatever you feel like is right for you. And then roll back through center. Palms underneath your shoulders, y'all. We're gonna take upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Come up onto your toes, bend your knees, jump forward, take a half lift, and separate your feet about mat's distance. Drop your hips, Malasana. And then stay right here in your Malasana, or if you want to practice crow, I'll kind of scoot back to show y'all how I like to get into it. And press your palms into the mat. And you want to think chaturanga arms, so creating a little bit of a shelf with your upper arms so that you can tuck your knees behind your triceps, or even just as close as you can get to your armpit. And you're creating that shelf so that you can shift your weight forward into your palms. And you might even just be practicing that shifting of weight before you actually take off. Keep your gaze ahead. Don't drop your head. And then as you begin to shift weight, you can rock back and forth. And then maybe one set of toes lifts. And then you can drop them, maybe the next. You can alternate that. Or if you're comfortable with lifting both, lift both. If this is easy for you to do, maybe start to straighten the arms, which is really hard because now you're pressing your knees into your upper arms and your upper arms right back into your knees, finding a little bit of cat in your spine. For 3, 2, 1. Malasana, or you can jump back to chaturanga if that's in your practice. And then we'll just all meet in Malasana. Drop your hands to your mat, forward fold, lift your hips, and come all the way up. And let's take eagle pose. We'll take eagle pose, right leg over left. Let me see if I can. Y'all can see my head a little bit easier. So right leg wraps around the left. Ooh. And then the right arm underneath. Lift your elbows away from your chest, stretch your forearms forward, another big stretch.
And then unwind. Other side. Left leg over, left arm under. Maybe just a little bit of increase of the stretch for these last couple of breaths. And gently unwind, reach up, move forward, fold. Take a half lift. Let's just come to down dog actually. Take your both legs back to down dog. Come up onto your toes, bend your knees, boat pose. Lift your chest. We'll just be here for just a second. And then we'll come to low boat. Take a breath in, breath out. Lift your right leg up and lower. Left leg up, lower. If you want to make it harder, reach your arms above your head. Lower, left, lower. 2 more sets. And lower, hold for 3, 2, 1. Lower down all the way. Let's take bridge pose. That's wrapping our shoulders underneath our body. And then taking your feet right underneath your knees. Lift your hips up. 5 breaths. One more. And lower. Windshield wiper your knees back and forth. And then if it's in your practice to take wheel, let's go for it. Bring your palms near your ears. And then as soon as you're ready, go up. Five more breaths. Last one. And then carefully lower down. Y'all come to reclined bound angle, Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together. Knees out wide, hands on body. Feeling this moment just as powerfully, just as strongly as we felt those moments of intensity. Give yourself just as much credit for the ease, the release, and the rest. Just as much credit for this moment here as you get for your awesome, intense wheel pose. Strength you put in your eagle pose. Focus you had in your side angle, your extended side angle. Chaturanga. All
all those moments of intensity are such a good point of awareness that we can now pay attention just how good it feels to be at ease, to be effortless. With that in mind, we'll bring our knees together and cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Maybe just for today's practice, we'll just stay on our back for our hip stretch. Taking figure 4. Bringing the legs in closer to increase the stretch. Movement. You can rock side to side. We want to pay attention and make sure that it is intentional movement. Keep your legs in the same shape as they are now. And you're just going to take your left leg outside of the mat. And then use the weight of your right leg to drop the left knee in towards the center of your mat. So getting an outer hip stretch here through your hip flexor. Knees. Bring them both in towards your chest. Stretch through the low back. And then extend both legs up. Waterfall or shoulder stand. If you'd like to take shoulder stand with your hands supporting your hips, you can do that. And then as you point, or as you lift your feet, you want to point and flex the toes. Circle anything out. And then drop back for plow. And come back down. Slowly, slowly. Take figure 4, other side. Increase intensity, pulling the legs towards you, or staying as you are. And then drop the right foot outside of the mat. And then the right knee comes in towards the center of the mat, using that left leg to weigh it down, pressing through to stretch the outer hip. Through to center. And take both of your knees in towards your chest. Bring your forehead up to meet them. Wrap yourself up in a nice big hug. Take an inhale right here. Shavasana, exhale. Spread out, release. And knowing that as we treat every pose as a process in and of itself, knowing that things shift and muscles relax. Shavasana is the same way. Those first few moments of laying still, you might notice there are parts of you that are still holding on to effort. And as you remain in the pose, those parts might start to yield a little bit. Feel your feet just open, splayed out. Palms turned up, knuckles relaxed. Belly is nice and soft, and your breath is easy. And stay here as long as you like. You can start to bring some awareness back into your physical body, your fingers and toes wiggling, waking back up into some small movements. Make your next inhale a little bit deeper than the last one. And roll to your side. If you have time to stay in Shavasana, take that time. If you're on your side and feel ready to sit up, start to sit up. Just moving slowly and letting your head come up last, keeping your eyes closed. And take easy seat, just as slowly as you want to move to get there. So nice and tall, breathe into your ribs, just feel them inflate with your inhale. And contract on your exhale. Let's bring hands to heart center. And we will close our practice in joy and gratitude, knowing that every moment counted. And my hope is for you to move forward with your day and with the rest of your week, finding joy in every moment. The light in me loves the light in each one of you. Namaste. Well, I hope y'all have a great day. We'll see you back here. I'm teaching tomorrow at noon, and you can check our schedule on MindBody for an up-to-date schedule. We are continuing to practice every single day, and then these practices will be on our Instagram story for 24 hours, and then we'll have some up on YouTube too.